very good morning to you guys. So this is our first 45-minute class of February. I hope you're all well. It's yoga this morning. We are joined by the doggies, but they'll probably disappear during the class. All you need is your mat, yourself. We are going to start in a child's pose. The month is all about the hips, so that is what we'll be focusing on today. So we'll start by getting into the hips in our child's pose. You're going to take the knees wide, so move towards the back of your mat. Walk the arms forwards. Allow the chest to melt down towards the ground. And if your forehead reaches the ground, just start by taking some gentle rocks side to side. Just taking these first few moments to settle into your practice. Thanking yourself for getting on your mat. You can either find stillness here or start taking some little movements in the hips. I want you to start to tune in with the breath. Just noticing how those hips are feeling. So if you're doing this first thing at 7 a.m, then notice how they're feeling at this point in the day compared to if you perhaps come to a practice later in the day. Good, and then with your next inhale, start to move your way into a tabletop position, bringing your knees under the hips now. Fingertips are spread, and just start to take some circles around with the shoulders, just circling them over the wrists, gripping through the finger pads, just warming up those wrists, taking the circles back in the other direction. And then just coming back to stillness. From here, cat-cow. So inhale, arch through the spine, lift the chest. Exhale, press the ground away as you round that spine. Inhale. And exhale. So just beginning to move with your breath. You might move at a different pace to me. And if you want to add in some extra movements, maybe some circles with the torso, some rocks forwards and back. Maybe just wiggling the hips side to side, just seeing how they're feeling as we start to awaken the body. Good, and then bringing yourself back to stillness. Lifting the left leg, heel towards the ceiling, and then taking it out to the side. Make this movement as big as you can. We're circling it round, and then taking it back up behind. So the chest is facing the ground. This movement is just coming from that hip joint. Just feel those glutes begin to wake up. Then can you take the circles back the other way? Good. Next time the leg is lifted, you're going to straighten the leg out to the side. Oh, feel those glutes. Good. And then place the foot down. Take a little rock forwards and back. The further out the leg goes, the more you're going to feel this in that inner thigh, those adductors. So part of the hip complex as well. Good, and then come back to stillness. Now point through the left toes. Everything else stays nice and still. I want you to just lift that leg back up. Hold it there for 3, for 2, and 1. Well done. Cross it over your right leg. Push the bottom back towards the heels. So that front knee will lift away from the ground. Stretching out the outer hips. Good. Bring yourself all the way back to tabletop. Right side. So starting with the hip circles, lift the heel towards the sky. Take it out to the side and circle it all the way around. So you can do these as slow as you like. The slower the better. So with complete control of that joint. So it's a nice active movement. And then take the circles back the other way. Good. Next time the leg is out to the side, hold it there. Can you straighten that leg away if you haven't got a wall in your way? It's going to be harder for you. I'm cheating to the wall. Hold. 3, 2, and 1. Place that foot down so it's out to the sides, nice and straight, and start to take those little rocks forwards and backwards. Good. Bringing yourself to stillness. Press the hands down, press the left knee down and lift that right leg. Hold it there for 3. Try and get the weight even in both hands for 2. And 1. Cross that leg over the left. Well done. I'll just shuffle back to my mat. Sink the bottom back. Enjoy that stretch for those glutes. Hopefully the hips are beginning to wake up. Good. Bring yourself forwards, uncross the legs, tuck the toes, lift the hips. First downward facing dog of the practice. Maybe some pedals through the feet. Just take a little bit of time here to explore the pose, explore any movements that feel good. You can bend the knees, you can bend the elbows. There's no right or wrong. Wiggle out the hips. Good. Find stillness in your down dog. Inhale as you wave the body forwards into your high plank. Bend the knees, lift the hips, wave it back. Downward facing dog. Again, inhale, wave it forwards. Find that high plank. Bend the knees, lift hips. Downward facing. A few more like that. So inhaling as you come forwards. Bend the knees, lift the hips. Down dog. Inhale. Exhale. Make this your last one. Meeting in your down dog. Take the feet a little bit wider than the hips now. Walk the hands all the way back to the feet and drop down into your malasana, your yogi squat. You can be sat on a block if that makes it a bit more accessible, or you can just take some little rocks side to side here. From there, left arm comes on the front of the left leg. Place the hand down and reach the right arm up towards the ceiling, just open into the chest, pressing that left thigh away. Come back down. Right arm reaches across the front of the right leg. Inhale as you open the left arm up. Try not to let this left knee drop in, so keep pushing it out. Good. Back to center. Take a forward fold so feet can stay where they are, just folding. Maybe some sways. Good. Back down into your malasana. Same thing here. Left hand comes on the outside, on the front of that leg. Right arm opens up. Push that right knee out. And switch. Right arm on the front. Left knee pushes out. Good. Back to your forward fold. Lift the hips high. Finding stillness or a little bit of movement. Morning practices, I always like to move a little bit because we've been lying still for hours. But if stillness feels better for you right now, then go there. From there, walk the hands forwards. Take a big bend of the knees, look towards the hands. You can either step, or if you're ready to have a little jump, you're going to land with the feet wide at the top of the mat. Ooh. Good. From there, come into a deep squat. Reach the arms forwards, push the bottom back. And then all the way to stand. Hands come to the heart center. Inhale, reach the arms high. Exhale, take your forward fold. So feet can stay wide. Inhale, halfway lift, create space. Exhale, hands come down. Step the right foot back, left foot joins it, find your plank. Lower the knees and tuck the toes and hover all the way down to the mat. Now when you get there, hands stay by your side. Bend the knees, take them about as wide as your mat, bring the heels together, squeeze them together, and then see if you can lift your knees by squeezing your bottom, and then lower. So try and keep the pubic bone down, squeeze and lift, and lower. Keep hugging heels together as well, lift, and lower. One more time, squeeze and lift, and lower. Extend the legs, tuck the toes, push back, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forwards. Exhale, step or hop to your Malasana shape. Coming into that deep squat, reach the arms forward, bottom pushes back, take a big inhale here. Exhale all the way to stand, hands to the heart. Okay, we'll do the same again. Inhale, reach the arms high. Exhale into your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands down. Left foot steps back this time, right foot joins it. Knees down or up, lower all the way to the ground. This time, inhale for locust. So the whole back body's working now. Lower down. Again, inhale locust. Exhale lower. One more, inhale locust pose, hold it. Can you lift an inch higher? And lower, hands by the ribs, tuck the toes, push back, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forwards. Come on to tippy toes. Exhale, step or hop. Feet go wide. Find that deep squat. Inhale here. Exhale, hands to the heart as you rise to stand. Inhale, reach the arms high. Exhale as you fold forwards. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands down, step or hop this time to your plank. Inhale here, extra breath in. Exhale, lower down through your vinyasa. You can come all the way down to the ground and find a cobra, or halfway down and then inhale for your upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog is where we meet. Good, inhale, right leg lifts, 3-leg dog. Bend the knee and open the hip. So pull that right heel towards the bottom. Try and lift the right knee towards the ceiling. And then like we did in tabletop earlier, take a really big circle with that leg. Again, big circle. Looking at your left knee, make sure that knee hasn't dropped in. One more big circle. From there, right foot steps to the outside of the right hand. Inhale as you reach the right arm forwards. Exhale, circle that arm all the way overhead. Circle it all the way around. Hand comes down, straighten through the front leg. Lift the toes, pull them back towards you. Modified pyramid. Inhale, back into that big circle with the arm. Hand comes down. Modified pyramid. One more of these. Bend the front knee, reach forwards, push into the back heel, circle the arm all the way around. Hand comes down. Modified pyramid pose. Good. From there, bend the front knee, lizard, and either staying up on the hands, or if you want a little bit more, Maybe you can come down to forearms. That might be onto a block. Really pushing into that back heel. So we don't want the knee kind of hanging here. I want it to be really active. Push away. One more breath. If you're down on forearms, come back to the hands. Downward facing dog. The other side. Inhale, left leg lifts to the sky. Exhale, bend the knee, reaching that knee towards the ceiling. Hey, Winnie. And then take a really big circle with that leg. Take another one. So take your time with the circles. Make them as big as you can. Good, and then next time the leg comes forward, step it to the outside of that left hand. Inhale, reach the left arm forwards. Exhale as you circle that arm. So same thing with the arm circles, try and make them as big as you can. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Exhale. Okay, from there, hand comes down. Find that modified pyramid. Straightening through the front leg. Pull the toes back towards you. Big bend into the front knee. Inhale, reach the arm forwards. Circle it overhead. Hand comes down. Modified pyramid. Good. Again, reach it forwards. Circle it overhead. Modified pyramid. So we're just getting that hamstring stretch as we come into our pyramid. One more of these. Reach. Circle it all the way over. Find that pyramid. Big bend into the front knee. Lizard pose. Staying up on the hands, or that option to come down to your forearms. And you've always got the option to do little movements if that feels nicer than stillness today. Good, if you're there, come back onto the hands, step straight back, downward facing dog. Good, and then finding movement or stillness again in your down dog. Notice how this one feels now, the body's a little bit more awake. Okay, inhale, right leg lifts, three-leg dog. Exhale, bend the knee, open that hip, and just take one big circle forwards with that leg. Step the right foot to outside of right hand. Reach forwards, inhale. Exhale, big circle. Right hand comes down, shift back to that modified pyramid. Inhale, bend the front knee to your lizard. Option to come to forearms. Extra option here, if you want to find aeroplane pose, the right arm might be able to get underneath that right leg. The right arm reaches out to the side, one of your wings. Then the weight shifts to the right side. Can you reach the left arm backwards? Maybe you find a bind. Left hand comes behind the back. Oh, good. If you're there, hands come down, step it back, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts, three-leg dog. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip, take one big circle. Look forward, step to the outside of that left hand. All of this is nice and controlled. Inhale, reach left arm forwards. Exhale, circle the arm overhead. Hand comes down, modified pyramid. Inhale, bend that front knee into your lizard pose. So same option here, coming down to that low lizard. Maybe you bring that left arm under the leg, reach it out to the side. Can you bring the right arm back as well? Whee! Flying. Maybe finding that bind behind the back. It's just an option. Stay strong through those legs. If you're here, release. Hands come down, step it back. Downward facing dog. And take it down into your child's pose. Bottom sinks back towards the heels. As you inhale, bring yourself forwards, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts, 3-leg dog. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip. Now from there, little challenge, can you come onto your right fingertips? If you're on your right fingertips, grounding down into the left hand and left foot, can you hover those fingertips? Stay focused, stay strong. Ooh, good. Right hand comes down. Right foot steps forwards. Left foot steps forwards. Deep squat. So bottom goes low, arms reach forwards. Inhale, come to stand and bring your left leg with you. Pull the left knee into the chest. As you exhale, turn to your left, open to your goddess pose. So with control. Getting nice and low. Inhale, reach the arms high. Exhale, side lunge towards the back of your mat. So it's not Skandasana, we're not coming all the way down. Just pushing the bottom back, chest is parallel with the ground. Inhale here. Exhale, look towards the top of your mat. Turn to face the front. Make your way to warrior 3. So hover the left leg. Starting with the bend in that right leg, and then when you feel ready, press down into that right foot to straighten through the leg. Hold it here, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, stay strong in that right leg. As you exhale, hands come down to the ground. Left foot steps back, right leg steps back, plank. Lower down through your vinyasa. So your choice of vinyasa, chaturanga, and upward facing, or maybe to the ground, cobra. Meeting in downward facing dog. Good, inhale, left leg lifts, 3-leg dog. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip. Knee towards the ceiling. Step the left foot to the outside of left hand. Right foot joins. Deep squat. This time we come onto the left leg. Right knee pulls into the chest as we stand. Inhale. Exhale, turn to your right and step back. Goddess. So the knees are pushing out, making sure the bottom isn't sticking out behind. So sit bones down towards the ground. Inhale, arms reach high. Exhale, side lunge into the right leg, so towards the back of your mat. Inhale, look forwards. Exhale, transition, warrior 3. Load the left leg. Imagine there's a balloon attached to your right heel, lifting that leg effortlessly. Think about the front hip points, trying to face the ground. So imagine there's 2 little torches on those hips, and they're shining towards the mat. Inhale. As you exhale, hands come down. Right foot steps back, left foot joins. Find your flow. Inhale into your back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Okay, bring the knees down. Child's pose, but take the knees together this time. Narrow leg child's pose. Arms by the side, forehead down. Shoulders relaxed. Okay, we're coming into another round. Some extra options this time. Remember, they only are options. You don't have to take them. If you're ready to move, downward facing dog is where we meet. Okay. Downward facing dog can be where you stay. If you want to just get those glutes woken up a little bit more, maybe get that heart rate up a little bit, we're going to take some bunny hops. So coming onto your tippy toes, bend the knees, and then just a really little hop to start with. Ooh, see how it feels. If that feels good, maybe you take some more. Maybe you go a little bit higher. So maybe you try and kick the bottom with the heels. It's quite fun. Feel like a kid. Taking some hops. And then either hopping, or if you're not jumping, stepping into your deep squat at the front of your mat. Good. Inhale here. Exhale here. Hands come to heart center. You're still in your deep squat. Taking 3 little pulses for 1, for 2, for 3. As you inhale, weight in the right foot, left knee pulls into the chest. As you exhale, curtsy squat, left knee towards the right ankle, as low as you can go. Inhale, back to stand. Let's do that again. So, tapping the ankle, bringing it all the way back up. One more time. Curtsy squat, woo. Keep your balance. All the way to stand. Goddess, so turning to your left, stepping out wide. Inhale, reach the arms high and straighten through the legs. Exhale, hands to the heart. Goddess, maybe you go an inch lower. Do that again. Inhale, reach. Exhale. One more time, inhale. Exhale. From there, side lunge towards the back of your mat. So staying with the side lunge, or if it's there for you, Skandasana, coming lower. Inhale here. Now exhale, if you're in Skandasana, lift halfway out. Coming back to your Skandasana. Inhale, lift back out, turn to the front. Warrior 3. Hover that back leg. Now from there, right fingertips hover off the ground or hand comes to a block. Open the hips now to your half moon pose. Left arm could reach towards the ceiling. Staying here, or option to bend that top leg and see if you can catch hold of that foot. If you've got the foot, think about pushing that top hip forwards, staying with it. Good, if you've got the foot, release it. Close off the hips. Slowly step back into a bent knee, high lunge. Reach the arms towards the ceiling. Knee is halfway towards the ground. Think about pulling that back knee forwards. Strong through the legs. One more breath. Hands come down to the ground. Step back, 3-leg down dog. Can you keep the leg lifted as you wave the body forwards through your vinyasa? Inhaling for your back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Okay, so you stay at your end of the mat. I'm switching just so I'm facing you for our goddesses. We'll look towards the front of the mat. You've got that option for the big hop. If you want to take some bunny hops on the way, be my guest. So if you enjoyed them last time, you'll do a few bunny hops now. If not, you can stay with me in down dog. And then when everybody has had a go at some bunny hops, you're looking forwards, walk, step, or hop to the hands. Landing in that deep squat. Hands come to the heart center. 3 pulses. So low with the bottom. For 2, I know those legs are working hard. For 1, they're going to get a nice stretch in a while. Shift the weight to the left foot, right knee to chest. Standing up tall. Curtsy squat. Right knee comes down towards the left ankle. All the way back to stand. Really push through that right foot. Again, little squat. Doesn't matter how low you go. The lower you go, the more challenging it's going to be. Back to stand. 1 more time. Curtsy squat. All the way back to stand. From here, goddess. So nice and slowly open to the right. Step it all the way out. Goddess pose. Inhale. Reach the arms straight and through the legs. Exhale. Get low. Pushing the knees out to the side again. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Side lunge or skandasana towards the back of your mat. So you're bending into the right leg. If you're in skandasana, inhale, lift halfway out. Oh, feel those glutes. Exhale, bring it down. Again, halfway out. Turn to the front of your mat. Warrior 3. So taking your time, big bend in the left leg, imagining the balloon on that back ankle, lifting that leg, straightening through the left leg. Stay strong. Gentle squeeze together with the shoulder blades. Left fingertips come down onto a block maybe, opening to your half moon. So open the hip. That outer right ankle is just lifting effortlessly. If you want a little bit more, we bend that top leg. See if you can catch hold of the foot. Push that right hip forwards. Stay steady. Okay, release the foot if you have it. Close off the hips. Step back with control. Bent knee, high crescent lunge. Reaching through the arms. The right knee is just hovering off the floor. And we're imagining we're trying to pull it forwards. 1 more breath. Hands come down. 3-leg down dog. So left leg sweeps all the way through. Keeping it lifted as you shift the weight forwards. Bend the elbows. Work through your vinyasa. Downward facing dog or child's pose. Your choice may be wide leg. Getting more of a stretch for the outer hips. Making a pillow with the hands for the head if that feels nice. Just coming back to stillness. Okay, if you're ready, join me in a downward facing. Inhale, lift your right leg high, 3-leg dog. Exhale, right knee to outside of the right elbow. Inhale, take it back, 3-leg dog. Exhale, right knee comes across to the left elbow. Inhale, take it back, 3-leg dog. Exhale now, fallen triangle. So the right leg shoots underneath the body. You could keep the hands down and stay here, or option to open the left arm towards the ceiling. Look back down, left hand comes down. The right shin is going to slide behind the wrists, finding your pigeon pose. Okay, so hands are going to stay down on the ground. We're not coming down to sleeping pigeon just yet, I'm afraid, but we're going to work our hamstrings a little bit. So the back of the thighs. So the torso stays leaning forward, hands are just on the ground. I want you to bend the back knee and just squeeze the heel towards the bottom and then straighten it away. So again, bend, squeeze, and lower. If you need to put anything under that knee, you absolutely can. Squeeze and lower. We've got 3 more. Squeeze and lower. 2 more. Squeeze, lower. Now this last one, squeeze and hold there. Imagine the winning lottery ticket again is in that knee crease. I think I used this on one of the previous videos. Just squeeze it, don't let go. 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Come down into your sleeping pigeon. Rest the head down if it gets all the way to the ground, or you might be on forearms. Try and relax into it now. So finding that balance between effort and ease. Getting control of that breath when you can. Okay, walk the hands back in. Tuck the toes. See if you can take it straight back to your downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts, 3-leg dog. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Inhale, take it back, 3-leg dog. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. Try and tap the elbow if you can. Inhale, 3-leg dog. This time, fallen triangle. So shooting that leg underneath the body. Again, keep both hands down if this is enough. Or right arm opens up towards the ceiling. Stay strong in that left hand, really press it into the ground. Right hand comes down, left shin slides in behind the wrists. Same thing on this side. So staying up on the fingertips or the hands. We're just going to bend that back knee. So squeeze the back of that leg to pull that heel in and lower. It doesn't matter how high it comes, as long as you feel the back of that leg working. Squeeze and lower. Again, squeeze and lower. 2 more times, squeeze, lower down. 1 more time, squeeze, lower down. Take it to your sleeping pigeon. Get control of the breath. Good. Inhale as you walk the hands all the way back in, pushing straight back to your downward facing dog. From there, lower the knees down to the ground. Now, if you've got blocks, you can grab them. You do not need them, but it'll just bring the floor a little bit closer. So left hand comes down to the ground or to the block. The right arm is going to lift towards the ceiling. So thinking about opening the chest a little bit, finding a bit of a back bend. And you can stay with this, or the extra option is to push the hips forward, squeeze the bottom, and feel that nice opening in the front of the hips. Lower down. Other side. So right hand comes down, Left arm reaches, maybe. You lift the hips, push them forwards. And lower down. Other side again. Left hand down. Right arm reaches, maybe the hips. Lower down. Switching sides. So just moving between the two. You might move at a different pace to me, that's fine. Just opening into the front of the hips if you're lifting them, or we're just getting a nice stretch for the shoulder and the chest if you're not lifting the hips. Let's go one more each side, so wherever you are, just finishing off these little movements. Good. Coming all the way back to center, rolling off your shins now, all the way over to Baddha Konasana. So soles of the feet together, knees dropping out to the side. Hands to the feet, and then imagine you're opening the feet up like a book. Sit up nice and tall. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, take a forward fold. Maybe the arms can reach forwards. Allow the spine to round so you get a nice stretch into the lower back as well. Wherever you are, walk the hands over to the left. Taking that sensation into the right side of the lower back. Think about breathing a huge breath in. Walk the hands back through center and take them over to the right. This time feeling it down into that left side. Good, walk it all the way back through center. Walk the hands all the way in, bring them behind the knees, bring the knees back to center, and then roll yourself onto your back. When you get there, knees come into the chest and take some sways side to side. Happy baby pose. So soles of the feet to the ceiling, hands grab the outside edges of the feet, or they can grab onto the shins if that's more comfortable. I want you to think about trying to get the tailbone back down towards the mat. Then you can move again. I like to sway side to side in this one, but you can find stillness. Bringing the soles of the feet together, keeping hold of the feet and drawing them in towards the chest. As you do that, actively pressing the knees away from you. Good. And then release. Give those knees one last big hug in, maybe lift the head towards them. And then finding your Shavasana. So legs could go out long. If the back feels niggly with this, just keep the knees bent. Wiggle the shoulders away from the ears. Just close the eyes just for a few moments here. Give yourself this time before you move into your day or back to your day. No more effort. Just stillness. As always, if you have a bit longer you could spend here, I'd highly recommend at least a 5-minute Shavasana. If not, then just becoming aware of the energy bubbling around the body, that energy you've created through movement and breath. Just being proud of yourself for getting on your mat, giving this time back to you. And start to find a bit of movement now, wiggling the fingers and toes. When you're ready, bringing the knees in to the chest one more time, taking some sways side to side. And in your own time, making your way to a seated position on your mat. Bring one hand on top of the other at your heart space. And just bow your heads. Take a moment of gratitude. So it's something, however small, however big, something from your life, maybe from the past day or so, that you're grateful for. And thank you for sharing this practice with me today. It's lovely to have you here with me. We're joined by the doggies to say goodbye, and I shall see you next time. Take care, guys.